Welcome back to the Whole Boss Podcast. I'm Latrice Folks Jones, your host, your biz nurturer, helping you to take care of yourself while taking care of your business. And today we're talking about that thing. We're talking about that clutter. Okay. So we're talking about clearing your clutter to clear your path to profit. You know this clutter is causing you to miss out on them dollars or costing you too much money. So we're going to talk about it today. All right. So most people don't even realize how much clutter is negatively impacting their life and their business or what the real cost is. But we're going to talk about it today. The cost is more time, more stress, more confusion, more procrastination, lost opportunities, less energy, and more strain on your physical and mental health. Okay, that's a lot. And I know you might think that I'm being extra dramatic, but for real, it's causing problems, okay? Clutter is a secret thief that will steal your time, energy, and money. Quote me on that. So think about it. How many times have you been late to important things because you couldn't find something at the last minute, or you've missed deadlines for important submissions because you don't have your papers in order? Don't mention having too much stuff, how it zaps your energy, and it's more things to clean, it's more things to manage, more things to worry about, or how much money you have actually spent on buying extra storage to hold all of that stuff, or carrying extra luggage on the air or the airline, especially if you're like flying something like Spirit. But something like that is costing you extra money because you just got so much stuff that you can't live without. What about the confusion or overwhelm to you that you suffered by having too much on your mind, or the heaviness that you might feel from letting too many negative emotions clog up your energy? It's time to get light. You ready? You ready to get light? You ready to get light with me? So I wanted to talk about six main areas that clutter may be hiding, six main areas where clutter may be hiding so that you can, and what to do about it. Can I get my words together? Can we, can we get it together? So one place is your head. I just mentioned that before. Your ideas, your desires, fears, and anything that's taking up mental space, and that's mind clutter. I have a lot of that because I always have a lot of ideas. I'm always consuming a lot of information. People are always telling me a lot of different things. And I feel like my brain is full sometimes. Sometimes you have to let all that stuff out. You just don't want to hold it and contain it in there, and things start getting confused and mixed up in there. You start feeling really full. So what I do is do brain dumps often. So do a brain dump and clear your mind. You know, get a blank piece of paper and write down everything that comes to your mind, and don't even worry about organizing it. You just let it flow. You let it come out. You can do this for specific topics, specific things that you want to get clear on as well. But sometimes you just need like an overall brain dump to just get all of those thoughts out, all of the fears and things like that. We're going to do another brain dump on the next thing, but it's different, like more focused on what your emotions are. So that leads me to the second place that clutter can be hiding: in your heart. What feelings and emotions are you still harboring that's keeping you stuck, keeping you from making true connections with people or going after what you really want? It's time to let go of emotions that no longer serves you. Okay. It's no longer serves you. So again, get a blank piece of paper, write it all down, write down all of the negative feelings and emotions you feel on a consistent basis, feelings about people you feel wronged you, or feelings about mistakes that you feel that you have made. Be very honest about your feelings, because you're the only person who can see it. You can burn it, you can shred it up, you can get rid of it afterwards, but get it out. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like, oh, what is like writing my emotions or writing my fears or my thoughts on paper going to do? Sometimes it'll make you feel lighter. Sometimes you don't even realize like all of the things that you're holding on and harboring until you actually ask yourself some real questions and not afraid to put it out. Sometimes when you have to say it, or if you have to tell it to someone, it can be difficult. But when you're having that conversation with yourself and you're releasing it without any judgment, then it actually makes you feel lighter. Let it out. Okay. So the next place that clutter can be hiding is in your body, okay? So what foods and habits do you need to let go of for a healthier body? If you're feeling like lethargic, lack energy, you're bloated or heavy, it's probably time for a cleanse. So fill your body with fresh foods, with whole foods. You know, I'm going to tell you plant-based foods, fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, drink plenty of water and avoid that over processed chemicalized food and drinks and alcohol and stuff that causes you to have those feelings, because what it does is it sits and it putrefies in your gut. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to clear that out, clean it out, let it go, and that will give you another feeling of lightness and energy to take on the world. All right. So next is, clutter in the regular places that you think. When most people think about clutter, they think about clutter in their home or their office, okay? So it's the stuff. It's the stuff for me, as they say. Stuff everywhere, trying to find storage. And I'm going to say a little disclaimer. I'm not like the clear lack of clutter everywhere queen. I just know how much better I feel when I get rid of my clutter, because I am kind of like a digital hoarder of sorts. You know what I'm saying? I collect a lot of different things. I like to keep ideas in different places. I used to be the one with all of the 50 million black and white composition notebooks with, my dreams, my goals, and all that kind of stuff. That was me until I switched over to like Trello, to a digital thing where I can like, kind of organize it better and search for things. So it is way better for me. But, there's nothing like writing things. So I still write a few things down, especially maybe goals and stuff that I want to achieve, because, writing it sometimes it helps to put that extra bit of magic and cement it in your mind a little bit. But anyway, I'm getting off track. We're talking about your home and office, and that's the stuff. What stuff can you actually get rid of that's taking up too much space? What can you sell, give away, or throw away? And sometimes that can be hard, especially in times like these where things are unpredictable. You don't know what you might need. You need to store up on things. So you need to have some things in the cupboard, some extra water, maybe some extra canned goods and stuff like that, because, we do have to keep some things on hand. We noticed that when it was time to go to the grocery store and was nothing on the shelves, so I understand that. So I'm not saying like just get rid of everything and you're living moment to moment, day by day and all that kind of stuff. In these times, I wouldn't even suggest it. You know what I'm saying? But I do want you to like get rid of all of that extra, extra stuff that you really don't need, and knickknacks that's just collecting dust, that's, taking up space and all that kind of stuff. You can have beautiful things. If you're looking at me on the YouTube, because I do have the podcast on YouTube as well, where you can see my lovely face. You can see like I got all this stuff in my background and stuff. My background used to be like a lot simpler, but when I put like my designs to my, taste and stuff, and added like, my little leaves and all that kind of stuff, it felt beautiful to me. So it's making me happy, and it has like little things that kind of represent me, and that I think is pretty. So it's not like a clear, sterile wall, because a lot of times when we think about clearing clutter and minimalism and stuff, everything has to be sterile. But really, everything needs a place. And if it's something that, makes you feel good, that you like, that's making your day, making the energy of your space feel better, keep it. You know what I'm saying? Keep it. And so some questions that you may want to ask yourself when you're trying to figure out what to get rid of or what not to get rid of, you can ask yourself, do I love it? Do I need it? Is it essential? And does it enhance my life? And if it doesn't fall into any of those categories, again, get rid of it, sell it, give it away, throw it away, do what you got to do. Because I'm telling you, when you clear your physical space, it opens up, it lightens you up. It feels good when things are organized and in a certain place, and you can find what you need because you put it in the same place every time, it feels better. When you don't have a lot of things to search through and you don't know where things are, everything's in a pile of mess or in that junk drawer, and you just have to dig through it to find little things, which can be satisfying sometimes, but not really. When you're looking for something, you want it, So just consider that, think of what you can clear and get rid of and make space for. If you have old raggedy stuff that needs to go, I hold on to things usually way too long. I like to keep things, and like some of my things that I have, it'll be like worn out. And my husband will be like, it's time for some new flip flops. You know what I'm saying? I hold on to it. And then, you know, I'll get it again. Or if somebody gifts it to me, then I'll move on to the next thing. So, but if you have things that's raggedy, don't work right, you know, taking up space, you haven't used it in a year or two, you know, go ahead and get rid of it. You know, if you have something that works like in your kitchen that's taking up space on the counter and stuff, you haven't used it. Oh, I may use it, but you haven't used it in 3-4 years. Go ahead and give it away to somebody else who can use it. All right. So the next place is your digital spaces and systems. And this is one of the things that taps in a little bit closer to business, especially if you're a digital entrepreneur. Like I am now, like mostly all the way online, you know. So my digital spaces, I have to like keep an eye on that, because honey, that inbox, my inboxes is like, ooh, you know, they have all type of systems and stuff like that. And I tried to like keep myself together and clear my inbox consistently and stuff, and I fall off, you know. And then I'll do this big old thing where I go in and I delete a bunch of, you know, emails and unsubscribe to things, you know, to get my stuff a little bit clearer. But it's a lot because I get a lot of emails. I love marketing kind of too. So like when people send emails and the way that they approach it, and you know, I just enjoy it. So I kind of like am a hoarder. You know, I am a digital hoarder. But I can say for myself that I try to organize, you know, all of my digital clutter in a way that I can find things. And again, I do use Trello for that. All right. I use Trello for that. What else? Okay. So digital spaces, clean up your cyber areas such as email, social media, etc., that you can streamline. Clean out them inboxes, unfollow people that you're no longer aligned with. That's clearing clutter as well too. Decrease the number of social media platforms that you engage on. Sometimes trying to be everywhere and, oh, let me put this here so make sure people can see it. I do believe in repurposing content and maybe having a presence, you know, on different places. But the more that you can focus and hone in on one or two that you can actually master and you're not scattered all over the place, it's going to actually benefit you more. Okay, so clearing out those digital spaces. All right. Next and lastly, a place where that clutter can be hiding is in your commitments. What extra responsibilities have you taken on that you need to get rid of, delegate, or shorten? Okay. Are you overcommitting and trying to be everything to everybody all the time and you're going crazy because it's too much? I'm guilty of that. You know, I'm doing way better, but yeah, I'm a little guilty of that. So it's time to narrow down, you know, and see what's the most important things that you want to engage in, you know, commit to, be a part of, and learn the magic 2-letter word of no. Okay. So you can't do everything and do and be there for everybody else. Sometimes people have to take, you know, responsibility for their own situations. They have to like sit down, put in the elbow grease and learn something new instead of coming to you because it's easier for you. Okay. So, and that's also in business. Like you don't have to take on every type of client. You don't have to be there for your clients every single whim, unless that's something that you signed up, and don't sign up for something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you also want your clients to be able to take action for themselves and be able to, you know, navigate things so that they can know for themselves. Nobody needs to be totally dependent on someone else, you know, to be able to do something. You know what I'm saying? So just take that into consideration if you're overcommitting and stuff like that, and kind of delegate some things out that you can delegate it to software. You can delegate it by hiring people. Sometimes you could delegate things to your children, and it goes both ways. Like what things can you actually do and take care of instead of trying to get rid of everything. You know, it's a little balancing thing, but it's possible. Just look at it and just see if everybody's just dumping their responsibilities on you, you know? All right. So that's it. Got to make room. You got to make room and let that stuff go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. That's why I've included like some type of decluttering program, in most of my programs that I'm working with for female entrepreneurs, because women, we hold clutter, we hold on to stuff, we hoard our stuff, because we don't know what's going to come up and we want to be prepared and ready for everything. So, do you have such and such? Yeah, I got that. I didn't know when I was going to need it, but I got it, So I understand those things, but that clutter sometimes, when I tell you, I live on property with, my family. So we have like 5 acres of land and we have different houses. My grandmother have a house, my mother have a house, my auntie have a house. We have people on here. When I tell you we have like 50 million storage buildings and stuff, when I tell you them ladies got some stuff, they got tons of clothes and all this kind of stuff that they are storing, that they put them in there and it's never to be seen again. And they're like, oh, we need more space, more space for more stuff. It's a lot. And then when it's time to clean it out, it takes a lot of energy when you're trying to manage it and, make sure things aren't like just dry rot in a space that you never use. So, I come in and I kind of clean things up. And sometimes I have to do it in secret because my grandmama, she'd be like, no, I want that. I need that. You know what I'm saying? And to her credit, like when you need some things, she usually got it though. She usually got it like random stuff. But anyway, most of us as female entrepreneurs, we have some clutter, and that clutter can get in the way of, the clarity, for us to think and strategize on things for our business, to actually get stuff done, because the weight of things, it's a lot. So I did 2 things, like in my academy, in the Whole Boss Academy, that's one of the things that people go through is the Whole Boss Cleanse. So I created it so that people can go through it, in the academy, or they could just go through it, whether they're in the academy or not, they could go through it anytime. We have 4 times a year, each season, that we go through it to like kind of like re-clear, because stuff build back up when you're like working in life and things happen. We have families, we have children, we are buying new stuff, we're doing new things, we fall off. So having a seasonal cleanse, especially before the change of the season, because it not only includes like the business stuff. I feel like everything anyway, that's one of the concepts of Whole Boss is tied to our business, especially as female entrepreneurs, because we're so emotionally tied to things, that like when you clear your energy, when you clear your emotions, clear your mindset, and also clear those physical spaces and clear your body and, detox and cleanse your body, that you feel great and you're ready to take on the world and you're able to enjoy all the fruits of your labor because you have energy, you feel vibrant, you're able to like truly feel everything that's happening for you in a good way. So I created the Whole Boss Cleanse, which is like an ultimate detox for your life and business. It's a 7-day business detox that will help you to get your time, energy, and focus back. Because the more that you can clear, you know what I'm saying? The more that you can clear, stuff that's weighing you down, the lighter that you are. Okay. The lighter that you are. So before I even get more into that cleanse, I want to talk about and connect, because I don't know if I really connected, like how getting rid of your clutter will help you make more money. And so I'm going to make this bold statement: less clutter equals more money. Okay. So less clutter equals more money. So the less clutter that you have, the less money that you have to spend on storage. I said that before. The less money that you're spending on random stuff. You can see more of where your money is going because you don't have like so much to like go through. You're clearing your accounting stuff so that you can see what's going on. You're looking at your finances. You're looking at those leaks. You're looking at those memberships and stuff that you may be paying for things that you don't even use, that's going on in the background, that's sucking up money that you're not aware. You're aware and you're cleared. Okay. Your mind is clearer to focus on money making strategies. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have all that other stuff balled up in there. Your energy is lighter to attract more clients to you with good energy. Like people want to be around you. People want to be a part of what you got going on. You have more energy to work on your business and enjoy your life and the people in it because you've got rid of, those toxins and stuff that's in your body. You gotta make room. Okay. So those are some ways that you can make more money by getting rid of that clutter. So if you didn't realize how important it is to like clear your space, clear your space is very important. And also just like cleaning it energetically and stuff like that. So I was talking about the Whole Boss cleanse. So we go way deeper than surface level cleansing, like just cleaning off your desk and clearing off your clearing out your emails and stuff. We're also clearing our energy, our blocks, our beliefs, our fears, and anything else that's holding us back from success. Okay, so if you are interested in doing that, then I have a link in the show notes below, or you could go to wholeboss.com/cleanse and you can get more information about it. But we are starting next week where I do a group run through of it, a live run through of it. But yeah, you can do it anytime. And I promise you, like, I went through it myself, when I first did it, when I went through a hardcore and like did the cleanse and did all, when I tell you, I felt so like this is, it's like gold. It's gold. Matter of fact, I actually lost 15 pounds. Like the cleanse itself, like with the prompts and all that kind of stuff, is 7 days for you to focus on, 7 days for different things. You're actually focusing on the different areas where the clutter is hiding. You're focusing on your head and clearing that stuff, clearing your heart, clearing your physical spaces, your digital spaces, your body detoxing and all of that stuff. You're working on all of those areas and it's only for the 7 days. But if you continue it, because I continued it for about 3 weeks and I actually lost 15 pounds. I'm not just saying that like, oh, well, I lost 15 pounds, and I felt lighter. I felt clearer. I was able to think better. I was able to like, really, strategize what my next move was going to be. Cause I was feeling overwhelmed. I was feeling, heavy. I was feeling like I didn't have the energy to do what I needed to do. I felt, it was stressful for whatever reason. And I found, which is going to be another podcast episode, that, after having like a really bad burnout situation, that I always have like a level of fear in my back end about burning out again, especially the type of person that I am. I am a nurturer. So I'm always like nurturing someone else. I'm always consuming their energy. So I have to clean my energy on a consistent basis. I use a lot of sage. I talk to myself. I use a lot of forgiveness techniques. I use a lot of things to keep my energy clear because I do absorb a lot of energy. I'm an empath. And, it gets heavy sometimes because there's a lot of things going on in the world. There'll be things going on with our families. There's, we have children and stuff. They're going through those things. And sometimes I can take a lot of things to heart. So I have to clear consistently. So I really created this Whole Boss cleanse, for myself. But then when, some of my students and people go through it, they just tell me how much lighter they feel. And they didn't realize how much they needed that and how much it affected, their business and just their life in general. So that's what's up. I also have a decluttering worksheet inside the free Whole Boss BizStartHER Kit at wholeboss.com/starter kit. Link is also in the show notes, but that's what's up. I'll see you next time. Enjoyed it. Peace.